Hello and welcome back to Pendor. We're here with Barney at level 38, if you can believe it. Yeah, it actually took us quite a while to get to this level, so hopefully we're going to be able to get some more kills and, well, maybe get to level 39. I don't know how likely that's going to be, but anyway, we're just going to go for another point in intelligence here, just so that I get that second skill point right here. This is obviously going to make all the difference in the world later on down the line. I'm actually kind of thinking that maybe I'll take tactics, but there's been a lot of discussion about tactics in the past, where if you have a significant amount of it, it basically makes it harder, or shall we say, makes it lengthier for you to complete sieges and or large battles. And that's kind of making me sort of second guess whether I should take it or not. Probably not a good idea. Anyway, we're here at Windholm because I actually have a challenging task. You may see I have 117 troops in my army here. Oh, hello, sir. This guy is actually fighting me straight away. What is he doing right now? He literally could have just waited in the garrison, and he probably would have had a really, really good shot at just eliminating us straight up. But he has decided not to do that for weird reasons. I don't actually know why he's done this. This is very strange. Alright, let's put my archers out the front there, get my cavalry over here. And we're just going to leave my archers and cavalry in the same formation as well. We're not really going to be moving around anything. We're not going to be spreading them out or anything like that. I don't think that that's particularly necessary. And this is the thing. I've actually been doing this for a little bit of time. I felt that it was a good idea to try and get some more CKO troops. And I felt like, hey, you know what? This is probably the best way to do it. Because I've been taking a look at some of my garrisons, and they just do not have anything in there. Even though there are CKOs available, they're recruiting a very small amount, and I'm actually kind of a bit disappointed actually in the passive generation of these troops. But there's not much for me to do about it, is there? You know, I can't really do much about that. So we're just gonna have to make do. I'm just gonna spread my cavalry out a little bit here just so that they can fire a little bit better potentially. But yeah, my biscuit sergeants should have a pretty decent time of things, and hopefully we'll be able to go into Windholm after this. I'm playing very, very conservatively at the moment, a little bit too much so, because I just don't want to lose any HP. That's it. I literally just don't want to lose HP, or a huge amount of HP, that is. I was actually really worried because I went in to take a look at the garrison at Windholm, and I thought to myself, oh wow, those Kraken Radari are going to be a huge problem for us. But it turns out that this is the fellow with most of the Kraken Radari under his command, and he's basically deciding to throw them away in this random battle. This is obviously good for me because the challenging task, of course, is going to give me some great renown here. And, well, that's what we need. That's what we need. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. However, I'm perplexed as to why he would do this. I assume he just thinks that he can achieve victory against us, and I mean, who can blame him, to be honest? I mean, we don't really have a huge amount of troops at the moment. I started with 121, and I think I have 117 now. Maybe 116 because I lost one just now. But yeah, you can see here just how effective our forces are from range. I have over 200,000 in cash now, and I'm actually kind of thinking to myself, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go and upgrade my troops again. For 160,000 it's going to cost me. Not sure if I have enough of the other stuff, whatever I need, to be able to do that, but hopefully I do. There's 31 renown right there. Pretty nice, if I do say so myself. We got some upgrades for some of our people as well, which is actually quite cool. And then we're just going to move on. So now here's the thing. This is gonna be a bit of a problem here, because we're building the ladders. We're obviously going to be able to go in there straight away, but the problem is they're going to sally out. Almost 100% they're going to sally out, and we're going to have some big issues. Valenbray is under attack by Alaric von Bruhaha. Okay. What? I didn't even know that they could attack Valenbray like that. I didn't even know Alaric could do that, to be honest, but yeah, apparently he can. Oh, all right, okay. Well, that's going to be interesting. Anyway, wait a minute. It's nighttime. I think this is probably a good idea for them to sally out now. 85 renown for this. Okay, so we're just going to tell my forces to charge in. Tell them to charge in. Tell them to hold their fire so that they don't randomly shoot, because there's no actual... there's no benefit to them doing that, to be honest. And we're just going to try to get in there as best as we can and hopefully not take too much damage in the process, because these Fiat's Vein Berserkers do so much damage. They really do, and hopefully I'm going to be able to actually see my opponent, because I am having huge issues with dark vision right here. I literally cannot see anything for the life of me. So yeah, most of my enemies have dark armor on as well, which is really making things very difficult for me personally. And hopefully I will not die here, because if I die, that is going to be a huge problem for my renown. Oh, no, don't die. Okay, go around here. Okay, we're going to have to kill this guy. What is he? What are they doing, by the way? What are my forces actually doing right now? They are just completely dying for some unknown reason. I'm not sure why, to be honest, but they are taking significant damage, and I am very surprised at this. I don't know why they would. Personally. Okay, are we going to achieve victory even? I think we are, but are we okay? Oh, wow, yeah. No, we're not doing very well at all, actually. I think we can win. We've got 26 remaining. They've got 38. I should be able to make the difference here. Yep. I think we're fine. I've just got to be really careful not to get shot in the face. Yeah, that guy, yeah. Oh no, he killed me. And now we're not going to get any renown for this. 85 renown has just been lost in one fell swoop because I just couldn't remain away from it. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's a huge problem for us. And we ended up losing 18 troops in the process too. I guess that just goes to show that we maybe should not have gone in at that moment. As you can see, the enemy is sallying out once again. We're going to have to tell our forces to charge in once more. Hold fire again. Let's see if I maybe if I play this a little bit differently, maybe that's going to make a bit of a difference. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this is not really going to work out too well for me, is it? Oh, maybe it is. I'm actually distracting them quite nicely here. Maybe I can just eliminate them as best as I can. I mean, look at this. We can just crush through their blocks super nice and easily. Unfortunately, these fellows are doing massive damage to me if they do land a hit. Okay, there we go. Nice. Yes. No. Yeah, there we go. Come on now. Let's just avoid that. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I'm getting shot from the side here as well. I kind of wish that we didn't have this particular situation. We could have won that, actually. We were going to win that. That would have been so amazing. Okay, we're good. Are my forces actually going to win? I'm still being shot at. So let's have a look. Yeah, I have 53. Yeah, we are definitely going to win this. But this is very much a case of, do I go in again? Because this is going to be one of those times where it's just like, maybe I shouldn't, you know? No. I think I should. Okay, let's do it. We really just don't want to have another situation occur like last time where I literally get myself eliminated at the very last hurdle, because that's absolutely heartbreaking. Absolutely. I just thought to myself, wow, what an absolute imbecile I was, because that was 85 renown that we were just throwing away right there, and a huge amount of troops as well. We lost 6 troops in this one, but we gained 71 renown, which is obviously fantastic, and now we can lead our soldiers in an assault if we want to. I think I'm just going to wait here for a little bit of time. I'd like to get some HP back, and then we'll go straight on in. I think we'll go in around about now. There we go. Wow, my HP is still just terrible, so we're just going to tell my forces just to go and hold position over there. 34 renown for this, even though the battle advantage is -5. Why only 34 renown? What's going on with that? Why do I only have 34 renown? That makes no sense. That's weird. That is really weird. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what is possessing the game to give me only 34, considering the enemy probably has well over 500 troops in the garrison here. This is going to be very strange. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I'm just going to put my archers out the front there, as you might expect. And then my people will just do their thing. They'll just do their thing. I'm not actually going to be participating too much. I might try to shoot a couple of people from here. As you can see, we can actually get a couple of kills. But I don't really think that this is particularly necessary. I don't think I really need to do this, but it's kind of nice, I guess, maybe for a little bit of experience here and there. And I can only hope that my forces are actually just going to completely destroy the enemy's garrison, because we are going to need them to do that. We really do need them to do that. If they don't, we are going to be in some big trouble. Seems like there are some enemies over to the right side. Have they already eliminated those? Ah, there's that guy there. Okay, is he targeting me right now? Oh, no, I have no idea, but I took him down at the very least. That's all we needed to do. And otherwise, I think we're fine. I'm getting some proficiency, hilariously enough, as well. Maybe I should just stay here and just shoot some people from the very back. And just hope that my forces will do their thing. Maybe I should have gone back to Whitestag Castle and actually upgraded them before I started this entire task. Maybe that would have... Oh, what? Oh, no wonder. Okay. No wonder they only gave me 34 renown. There's only 300 here. I thought there was literally over 500, but no, we literally just burned through them in almost an instant right here. I mean, look at that. That was actually insane, the speed at which we were able to complete that. And let's see, who's actually the only enemy remaining here? It's probably going to be a skirmisher with a crossbow aimed at my face. Yep, there he is. Oh, wow, he actually almost killed me. Can you believe it? If he had hit my head, I probably would have been dead there, so... What a classic. That would have been an absolute classic. Anyway, 34 renown right there, and we did manage to actually win, surprisingly. But obviously now we're probably only going to get half of what we're going to get for this. I'm actually going to give Anson this, I suppose, increase his relation a little bit right there. And then otherwise, I'm going to just sell some stuff. I don't really... Oh yeah, by the way, I did do the Noldor tournament in my off-screen time. I always try to do the Noldor tournament, even if I don't mention it. And, yeah, I got given these things. A fine Noldor warsword, which is obviously fine, you know, it's okay. And a thick Noldor infantry shield, which is, again, also completely fine. It's not amazing, but it is definitely one of the better shields in the game. It's great, you know, it's got a good size and everything, but obviously for me at the moment, that is just not going to be particularly important. Because that's not what I'm really needing right now. What I do need is the ability to fight 2 wars at the same time, because the Dashar actually declared war against me shortly after I started this particular quest. So that's very funny as well. Anyway, Kennet Castle is where I actually want to go as well, because if I can go to Kennet Castle, we can actually do that, that ghost quest, because I haven't actually done that before. I don't think, or if I have done it, then... oh, actually, wait a minute. Alaric von Bruhaha is probably around here somewhere, so I'm actually wanting to see what kind of army he has available, because I'm kind of intrigued to see what he's all about. Valenbray is very low in regards to its defenses. I forget what Alaric actually has. I know he's the leader of a peasant revolt or something like that, but I don't actually remember anything else about it. Is he fighting over here? No, Alistair's fighting. Oh, that's good. He's actually just taken that fellow prisoner, which is wonderful. Oh yeah, I took a couple of castles off screen as well, by the way. I took Anson Lodge over there, and I also took Longbeard Lodge. I think that's all. I think that's all I took. I don't know. I can't remember now because I was just so preoccupied with trying to get the renown for this quest. Anyway, yeah, Ravenstern also declared war against the Fyrdsvain, which I thought was absolutely fantastic of them. I was really pleased to see that. And, look at this, we've got these fellows. Yes, I'm probably gonna go back to Whitestag Castle, because that's where I actually took the quest. Actually, could I go to Harengoth Castle and get my forces back from there? Maybe I could actually do it that way. Maybe that would be easier, because we're right next to Kennet Castle then. That might be really cool. Maybe that would work, I don't know. But let's manage the castle. Okay, no, we don't even need to actually upgrade that any further. Okay, so hello there. No, okay, yeah, no, I need to actually go back to, oh, no, wait, no, here we go, this is the option that I need. So, I've won many victories for the Order. And there we go, 50 renown and all that wonderful stuff. And there we go, we're going to get 37 biscuit sergeants. So that means I have 82 now, and I have 65 T-Knights. And otherwise, we've got our old army all ready and prepared right here. And there we have it. Absolutely wonderful. So I'm thinking right now, we're going to go over to my steward, and I'm going to actually spend the cash. We are going to obviously tell him to go and recruit some people, get a baggage train. That's obviously going to be super nice. And let's improve the quality. Here we go. It's going to cost me 160,000, 150 prestige. It's going to increase my strength. Well, shall we say my knight's strength by 2 and by 1 for the sergeants, and increase all weapon proficiencies and so on and so forth. So I'm actually going to do that. That's going to be 160,000, but we are gaining some pretty decent cash every single week, which is pretty good. And as you can see, I actually have 62,000 now. And I also need to find Phineas, by the way. I do need to find Phineas. So first of all, let's go over to Lord Roland's wife, and we'll see what's actually going on with that, because I have no idea. It's been a while since I've done that kind of thing. And look, there's Lord Alamar. He has 446 troops. What an absolute beast. All right, so let's go in here and actually see what's going on with the Ghost Lady. Oh, hello. Alrighty, so let's actually see what's going on with the Ghost Lady. Apparently... Wait, really? He has a wife. Okay, I had no idea. Oh, you can see me. I have despaired of making myself seen or heard. I am the ghost of Lady Eleanor, wife to Lord Roland. Yes, my lady, I both see and hear you. How do you come to be here? Please, please, you must listen to me. I mean no harm to you, but I crave your help. You are the only one thus far who has seen me. I beg you, at least listen to my sad tale. I am bound to this hall until I discover who killed me. It's a murder mystery. That's wonderful. Love that. My husband wasted little time before installing Lady Morwena as his mistress in my place, though I thought he loved me well. Lady Morwena was furious when we married because she wanted to marry my lord herself. I discovered our scribe was embezzling from my lord and told him I would expose his thefts and see him sacked and imprisoned. And Earl Ari Forkbeard captured 20 of our peasants for his army, and I urged my husband to war against him and bring our peasants back. Any of these might have wanted my death, and brought it about with poison. I know not which my killer may be, but I must first discover my murderer, or I shall never find rest or leave this world. I cannot leave this place, nor can I question those who may have killed me. I must have help from a living person to find out who poisoned me, and why. It is a difficult problem to solve, my lady. If you will undertake to find my murderer and avenge me, I will tell you where my jewels are hidden. I no longer need them. Alright, well, I don't really mind about the jewels too much, but we can now talk to... I'm not sure why... not sure why anyone would want to kill her, actually, but there you go. Why do you approach me? I have not been properly introduced to you. I beg your pardon, lady. I will not trouble you further. Well, actually, no. I am Barney, in search of the person who murdered Lady Eleanor. She was murdered? Why question me? I had nothing to do with her death. I was not here when she died. I am here merely to console Lord Roland in his grief. We have been friends since childhood, and I love him dearly. I ask because you are staying in her castle, grieving with her lord. How dare you? I am nothing more than a companion to my friend in his grief. I have known him since he was a young squire in my father's castle. We were dear friends then, and remain so. I confess I wish we could have been more, but once he set eyes upon Eleanor, he fell top over tail in love, and never looked at another woman again. I was angry at them once, but my anger passed long ago. I grieve deeply for him as well as for her. She was my friend too. Yes, it is patently obvious how you are consoling him. Certainly not. In fact, I am betrothed and due to marry next month a lord whom I esteem greatly. As I could not win the love of Lord Roland, I looked elsewhere, and found my own true love. But you say Eleanor was murdered? I know I did not kill her, so who did, and how? So you then had no desire or reason to eliminate a rival? I will listen to this nonsense no longer. If you discover a murderer, then I will listen to you. Until then, get out of my sight. She was poisoned. I will inform you by whom when I find the killer. What? How do we know she was poisoned? Did she didn't tell us that she was poisoned, right? I have no idea. I think it's the steward. What do you bet? Welcome to Kennet Castle. I mean, Welcome to Kenneth Castle. I'm not this old, but I'm going to give him this voice anyway. I am the seneschal of the town and serve the lord here with day-to-day tasks. Perhaps one day, when you are a lord of a fief, you will engage the services of your steward as well. My apologies, sir, but I am actually the lord of many a fief. Thank you. All right. What news has reached your ears? What? What? Wait a minute. Is this not the guy that I have to speak? Ah, no, I have to speak to the castle scribe. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna give this guy a different voice then. How may I serve you, my lord? I understand you've been dipping your fingers into your lord's purse on the sly. How dare you accuse me of stealing from Lord Roland? I am his most trusted servant. Who has been telling you lies about me? I demand to know. I have stolen nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Your late lady told me the entire story of your thievery. You lie. There is no such thing as a ghost. She's dead and buried and cannot speak to anyone. I did not kill her, you fool. She died of an illness a few weeks ago. There are no spirits watching us. Lady Eleanor's spirit tells me you embezzled from her lord and she intended to expose you. All right, I confess that I took a few dinars from the taxes I collected to pay a gambling debt, but it was the first and only time I ever took a copper. My lady threatened to tell her husband, but I swore that I would repay what I stole, and she said she would not expose me. Of course I did not poison her. Who could the killer be? Okay, well, wait a minute. Did they actually say that she was poisoned? Because as far as I'm aware, she didn't actually tell us that she was poisoned or anything like that. Oh well, okay. Her spirit hears your lies as you speak them. Did you kill her to silence her? An interesting fabrication. Perhaps you should take up the role of bard. If you'll excuse me, I have my lord's tasks to see about. Alright, I think it's the castle scribe. I 100% think it's the castle scribe because he literally just lied multiple times. He lied about the whole embezzlement thing, and he lied about the fact that, you know, there was something going on with Eleanor herself. Anyway, I haunt this hall, desolate in my invisibility, desperate to find my murderer, but none can see or hear me. Yes, I understand that, but can I... Okay, wait a minute. Yes. Okay. Do I have to question every single one of them? Ah. Yes. Speak with the castle scribe, Lord Roland, and Earl Ari Forkbeard. Well, hilariously enough, Mr. Forkbeard is a captive in, well, a captive in some prison somewhere, which is actually rather amusing. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do about that, but, well, Roland is close to Anson Lodge, which I should probably go to anyway, because there's a bunch of castles up there that we could potentially capture. I think that seems like a pretty decent idea. There's Lord Montawa there as well. Yeah, so we're currently at war against two different factions as well, which I am not best pleased about. Oh, there's Roland. I'm not entirely sure why Roland is running around with only 140 troops. I personally feel like he should have a lot more than that, but, well, what can I do, eh? What can I do? I can't really do much about that, can I? Anyway, let me see. Why have you come? When I am consumed with grief and have no wish for company. I also seek your lady's murderer, my lord. I am deep in mourning for my lady wife. She died unexpectedly just recently, and I have no wish to speak to you or anyone else in my grief. Leave me to mourn. I order you. I'm sorry, but you cannot order me. I am literally your liege. What is going on here? Apparently, the quest does not see that we are indeed the king of the faction, which is quite funny. She did not die of a malady. She was murdered by poison. Why say you that? She awoke in the night, clutching her stomach in pain, and expired in my arms in terrible agony. I saw no sign of foul play in her death. She must have eaten bad food and been taken with an evil malady to die so suddenly. Who has told you she was murdered? I demand to know the name of your informant. She told me so herself, and her ghost stands weeping in your hall as we speak. Her spirit is in my hall. I have sometimes thought I sensed her presence, but deemed it merely a fancy born of my grief. She'd like to know if you had aught to do with her death. Did you murder her? How could she think I wished her dead? I loved her dearly and would never harm her. I would give her my all, my life itself, to keep her safe and well. Life without her is unbearable. If she was murdered, the culprit shall pay very dearly. I swear on my honor. Tell me who has done this thing. Well, when I discover her murderer, I will inform you. Okay, well, where is Earl Ari Forkbeard? Because we're never ever going to know where he is. Because he is captive by his enemies. So I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple of... Oh, Ethos has been besieged. Are you serious? That is a very irritating turn of events, is it not? Alright, yeah, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be irritating as well to the Dashar, and I'm going to go and take Singal. I have so many of my wonderful, wonderful troops. I literally just lost 16,000 because I am hemorrhaging cash from my own party here, which is a little bit bad, isn't it? It is a little bit bad, but, well, you know, that's just how it's going to have to be for the moment. Okay, let's go into Singal here. Let's do this. I've got 400 troops, so we should be perfectly fine. We're just going to take this real fast, and... Oh, we're not getting a sally out either. Oh, this is good. This is a great location. Can we actually make this work? I think we can. I don't think we need to go up. I don't think we need to go up the ladders or anything. I think we can literally just shoot from here. Bear in mind, we did just power up our forces with another 160,000. We got them some more proficiencies. We got them some more strength, more agility. Obviously, that doesn't really matter too much, but in general, we did get them some more stats. And hopefully that's going to make a big difference. I have no idea how many are there here? Like 700 or something like that? I think we should be all right to do this. I need to find Phineas as well, by the way, because we obviously want to try to spend our Qualis gems. I'm actually wondering whether I should just tell my forces to come in here, to be honest. Is it a better idea to tell them to come in here? Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, we're barely getting shot here, but I'm not... I don't know. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll tell them. Not sure whether this is a good idea, to be honest, but the enemy does not seem to be really shooting back at all. They seem to be very limited in their offensive power, so if I can just, you know, maximize my own, I was going to say, survivability as he gets shot for over 20 damage. That sounds great. Yeah. But if we can kind of like stay here and go on the walls, we should have a much easier time of killing them at least. And that would obviously means that we're going to be much more efficient with our usage of arrows, which is obviously going to be the main point of concern here, because us running out of arrows is, well, not that big of a deal, I suppose, because we can tell our forces just to go in. But the problem is, I mean, look at these ladders. This is the main reason why I was a bit worried, because these ladders are so thin that they're basically just going to be like, yeah, what am I going to do? You know, what am I going to do? Just tell my forces to charge in? That's going to be a huge, huge problem. And we're going to lose a lot of people. Maybe we're going to lose a lot of people. I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh, I actually need to kill this guy. Oh no, he's dead. Okay, now I'm taking damage from some random archers. It's so funny how that happens every single time. No matter what I decide to do, whenever I literally go up a ladder, I immediately just see thousands of archers that weren't there previously. That's always happening to me. It's such a funny turn of events, is it not? Anyway, I'm wondering what we should do now. We should probably get our biscuit sergeants down here, leave my cavalry up there just to continue firing if they can, and we're just gonna fire some things here too. Oh wow, yeah, these guys are really making things quite difficult for us, unfortunately. We can kill those Ghazi stalkers, I guess, but yeah, as you can see, they're literally just killing our biscuit sergeants right now, which is not very nice of them, to be honest. I was kind of hoping my T-Knights would actually provide us with a little bit of cover, but it seems like, what is even going on here? Look at this. Ah, oh, it's so frustrating when this happens, you know, it really is, because it's literally like, you know, as I just said, you're not seeing any archers whatsoever on the walls, and then all of a sudden there are archers every single place you turn, and that happens so much more often than you think. It's actually crazy. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to win this. I'm actually not entirely sure. I mean, I guess we will be able to, but it's just going to take us some time. Hopefully my forces will be able to continue shooting enemies. I mean, literally, I can barely see right now because of this arrow sticking in me here, so That's obviously great, isn't it? There we go. Take out that guy. And we've got more archers over the side there. I'm kind of hoping that some of my forces will actually fire over there. And... yeah, the respawn point for the enemy is too close, in my opinion, for us to actually do much. We're losing a lot of Biscuit Sergeants for some reason. Another one of those things that is annoying. High tier troops literally just dying randomly to not much. That seems to happen quite often. And we can just continue to deal damage here. I mean, I've only got 19 kills, which is actually kind of pathetic, but oh well, never mind. I mean, I've got so many arrows and I've got so many high stats, you know, I should really be getting a lot more than that, but I guess, well, it doesn't really matter too much. What is going on here? What is going on with my Biscuit Sergeant's casualty rate right now? This is actually ludicrous. Wow, I'm so surprised that we are losing so many. It seems like... Look what's happening right here. Do you see this? Do you see this right now? Is it just me? I have no idea, but every single Biscuit Sergeant that gets eliminated is killed. Apart from that one. But yeah, every single one that I have seen so far has been killed, and it's actually just ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Now the game is trying to do its very best to prove me wrong. Yeah, isn't that wonderful? Alright, yeah, well... yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we can do now. I guess I'm just gonna stay here. I guess I'm just gonna stay here and we'll see whether we can win just from sheer archer power. Alright, so it seems like we are in the final stretch of the siege here. Very much the final stretch, actually. I kind of wondered when I should come back to you here, to be honest, because it was a little bit touch and go. Because I was like, okay, my forces ran out of arrows, as you might expect. I mean, we literally killed almost 750 troops. And obviously they ran out. We got 100 renown for it. 100 renown, not too bad. We ended up losing, as you can see, 18 Biscuit Sergeants, which is insane. But, you know, again, what am I supposed to do about it? I don't know. What can I do about it? Anyway, we're just going to let everyone go as we can. And there you go. That's it. Alright, what do we want to do here? Well, I obviously want to get... do I want to get these worshippers? Do I want to get the Phoenix Risen? I guess so. I'm not that big a fan, but sure, why not? What else do we have available here? Nothing really that I badly want to take. I'm not really seeing anything super amazing here. Pendor Footman, I guess I'll take. And we can, of course, take the prisoners as well. I guess we kind of need some cash, so why not? We'll take some of these as well. And then we're just going to give this to someone. I'm actually not entirely sure who to give this to be honest. I think we'll probably give it to Alamar, I suppose. He's doing pretty well right now, so I'm kind of thinking, yeah, let's just try to double down with him a little bit. Make sure that he's doing fantastically so that he can continue to, you know, field these massive armies and... you know, strike fear into the hearts of all the enemy and all that wonderful stuff. Anyway, sell the small pouch of diamonds. That's going to give me 9,000, as you can see. And then we're just going to go over to... I'm actually wondering whether I should go over to Kishnoman here. I'm kind of thinking that we will do that instead of going to the other place. Because here's the thing. If I literally go... okay, if I go over to one of the castles are not that difficult to take, whereas the towns obviously quite, well, they're pretty tough, or at least they seem pretty tough to me right now. And of course we just lost Ethos, which is also fine. That is not that big a deal. That's not something that we really need to worry too much about. Not right now, at least. You'll see why, because obviously Ethos... we can take that back. That's not a big deal. And they took a long time to take it. We took Singal in the process, and I'm also going to be taking Kishnoman as a result. And that's going to be really, really important for us. They're probably going to sally out. Yeah, they're going to sally out. This is going to be pretty harsh for us, actually. Okay, so we're just going to tell them to charge in. Whoa, they're just getting all murdered. That is fantastic. Okay, yeah. So there are Scorpion Scions here. Now, Scorpion Scions are, I believe, a knighthood order. And they're very good at what they do. They have amazing thrown weapon skill, very, very fast attack speed, And generally, as far as I'm aware, every single time I've met one of them in the past, I've been pretty scared by them, but it seems like maybe they're not as difficult now, maybe because I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about how to build my character and stuff like that, because this was a while ago that I encountered these fellows, I think. I'm not entirely sure, maybe I'm misremembering a little bit here, but yeah, this is going to be a pretty simple sally out, and you see here the Dashar are not really knowing what to do with their archers. Seems like they are just allowing us just to get into their lines here. They didn't have a huge amount of defense, and it's probably because we just started so incredibly close to the enemy, and that has now resulted in such an overwhelming destruction of their forces. Look at that, 85 renown for basically doing nothing much at all, and I'm just going to go straight on in. That's it. We're just going to go straight on in. Oh, wow. This is a terrible... Okay. This is not so good. This is not so good. This is one of these... this is one of these layouts that I am not that best pleased about. It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be pretty harsh. Okay, we're going to have to do this. Going to have to do this. And just hope that my forces can actually do a good job. I'm not sure whether I should tell my forces to hold fire... I think I will tell them to continue to fire at will. I don't know whether they save the order from the previous sally out. I did have a sally out earlier on when I was off screen, and they did save it, or at least they didn't seem to be firing at all, and I was like, what? Why are you not firing? And then I told them to fire at will, and then they started to do it. So I'm not sure whether the orders get saved in between, because they are indeed the same siege, kind of. I don't think they do, but... maybe they do. Who knows? Anyway, this is going to be a pretty simple one, hopefully, because I can literally just have my forces go down into the courtyard here. My cavalry should be pretty good to do quite well here. I'm going to move my archers a little bit closer. Going to tell them to spread out a little bit as well. Spread these guys out too. And then I'm just going to switch to my bow here and maybe... just maybe pick off a couple of enemies. As you can see, we're not doing too badly with our bow right here. Let's take out that guy. He's just about to shoot me. These are all desert hunters as well, so they're not actually that dangerous, thankfully, because if they were, then I would be in a... I don't know. I would be in a pretty tough spot. But yeah, Scorpion Assassins are also quite... at least I remember them to be quite dangerous. Maybe that is... Wait a minute. I think I'm remembering from my very first Pendor series. That's probably where I'm remembering them from, and that's the reason why I'm thinking to myself, yeah, they're really tough, aren't they? And actually, maybe they're not that tough. Maybe it was just because I was very inexperienced with Pendor at the time. They're still good, I think, but yeah, obviously, as it stands right now, we don't really have to worry about them too much. Alright, hello there, friends. I'm just going to shoot a couple of you, and then I'm going to get out of here. There we go. Kill that guy, Scorpion Assassin. I'm getting shot from over here, I assume. Okay, there we go. Let's just try and do some damage here. I mean, this is going to be very difficult to actually hit anyone, because they've all got shields up. There's a nice headshot there. Okay, can I get this guy? No, he's got too much shield skill, as you can see. This fellow doesn't have a shield at all. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult. All right, so my forces, are you doing okay? Are you doing okay, friends? Yeah, it seems like they're all kind of fine, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I kind of feel like I want to charge in, but I also feel like I shouldn't do that because that just seems really, really stupid. You know, if I have arrows, I should probably use them, right? So I'm just going to wait and see what happens here. Alright, so I'm actually infiltrating the enemy's lines right here because I kind of want to try to interrupt many of their reinforcements from coming in. Hopefully, at least I can do that. I don't think I can by myself, but I'm very much hoping that I'll be able to do at least a little bit of damage here and maybe just get some kills. That's it. Just maybe just get some kills, and that's all we kind of want to do. But it seems like, no, it seems like we're actually, whoa, we're being more effective than I anticipated. Okay, hello. That is not too bad. And it seems like that is actually the end of the forces that are available to defend in Kishnomen. I'm actually very, very surprised at that. I thought to myself, no. If I go in here, I'm probably going to die. But no, I actually took extremely little damage upon entry. and I just proceeded to murder a bunch. And that was very surprising to me indeed. I'm very pleased, actually, that we were able to do that. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to head on to one of the other towns as well. I'm not entirely sure if we can pull that off. I think we probably can, but it very much depends on where the enemies are and what they're going to do. There's a Biscuit Sergeant to rescue here. Yes, give me those. Give me more of those, please. That would be fantastic. A Maiden Adventurer as well? Really? Okay, I'm very surprised that we're getting one of those, that's for sure. Alright, we've got some Mercenary Armored Crossbowmen. Just going to take the Pendor unit as best as I can, and that's basically all I want to take. I'm going to take some of these because we are hopefully going to find a ransom broker here. And we're just going to give this to... Who should I give this to? Probably to Serene, I guess. Something like that. Let's go into the tavern, see if there's a ransom broker. Please let there be a ransom broker. Yes, there is. Thank you. And there's another 7,800 for us. That's very nice. And now we can actually sell some stuff. I think I might sell the Noldor stuff. I don't know whether it's that useful to me right now. I don't know. Maybe I should put it in my inventory and then just have people, you know, pick it up and... just, you know, just equip it if they want it. And if they don't want it, then that's absolutely fine. Then we don't have to, you know, don't have to use it. They don't have to use it, obviously. Anyway, there's this fellow. We could potentially attack him. I think this seems like a pretty decent idea. I've got 365. He's still giving me 22 renown. That means that he's got some pretty strong troops here. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's tell my cavalry to go over here. Not going to tell them to dismount. I have actually been telling my cavalry to dismount most of the time whenever we do a battle in the field, just purely for the fact that I personally feel like, is it a lot easier? I don't know. I feel like it's a lot easier because the enemy can be hit from any direction, but when they're on their mounts, it restricts them quite dramatically. So that's the only reason. Anyway, I'm hopeful that I'll be able to just distract a couple of people here. I don't really care if I hit anything right now. I'm basically just trying to do any little bit of damage that I can. And we obviously just want to get our forces into position. That's the main concern right now. So as long as we can get them into position, that's all I really want. Hopefully my forces will be okay. Yeah, it seems like they are actually doing fine. And you can see here that my horse is still doing massive damage. Can we actually kill... Yeah, there we go. They actually killed the enemy lord as well. Very nice to see that. That's a lance. Woo, okay, that was close. That was a close one. Yeah, we definitely don't want to see the business end of the lance, do we? No. We've had enough of that in this playthrough. We definitely have had enough of that. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll just continue to run these guys around. I mean, generally, as I say, I'm not sure if we're seeing that many T-Knight kills right now. We don't seem to be seeing many of them at all, and that's just purely for the fact that they're on their horses, in my opinion. I think that's literally the only reason why that's happening. We're seeing mostly Biscuit Sergeants. Gonna tell my cavalry to charge in, actually. Gonna tell them to charge in, not hold position, thank you. And maybe I can do some damage to some of the other ranged mounted troops too, because otherwise it's going to be a bit annoying to fight them, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but this guy is obviously way out of his league, but you saw how much renown we're going to get for this. We're going to get 22 renown. That must mean that he had some pretty high tier units. Yeah. He actually has Scorpion Assassins and Scions as well, so that definitely says that he knows what's up. He knows that he has the business to do what he needs to do. And we are receiving more reinforcements incoming from his side as well. And we should be fine. I just have to maybe distract a couple of people here if they actually do want to follow me. It seems like some of them are, some of them aren't. Let's just wade on in here, try to do some damage. Not too bad. And oh yeah, these guys need to die. They got polearms. We need to make sure that they don't do any damage, or too much damage anyway. There we go. Nice. Yep, that is what we need. That is it. That is what we need. And yeah, I think we're basically done now. I don't think we really need to worry too much. And yes, indeed, we did get 22 renown for that. We're going to let him go, even though he does have the ability to field some really, really good troops. But yeah, as you can see, look at this. They don't actually want to take the Noldor sword, so we'll just take it and then we'll just sell it sometime. whenever we can. And let's see, do they have any... Oh, they got some Pendor recruits right here. I guess we could take some of those. We've got some Maiden Cavalry as well. And they do have other things like Radiant Cross Plague Wardens, Pendor Militia, Pendor Footmen. They can always become something maybe potentially good. And that's it. Yep, there we go. I don't know whether I really want to capture all of these. I guess I will, okay, I guess I will. I know, I should really use the keybind to capture people, but considering I've just done this and just captured the town and everything, and I haven't saved since that time, yeah, I don't really want to do that, just in case, you never know. Okay, so we're just going to go back to Kishnoman real fast, and I'll just go back into the tavern. Hopefully, Jarvan the Blade is still there. No, this fellow is, though, and I can sell that for 5,200. That's very nice indeed. Pretty fast amounts of cash. And now Torba is also available for us. So we're just going to go straight on over there. Let's have a look. Who's that guy? No, he's got 160. This fellow has 200. This fellow has 200 as well. The Dashar actually have some remarkably good troops available. Seems like Singal is under siege, so I will go over there, considering most of the 200 strong vassals in the area are actually going to reinforce Torba's garrison, which I am not a big fan of, thank you very much. And yes, as you can see, this is the fellow, this is the marshal of the Dashar. He's the one that has actually caused us to lose ethos. So this is going to be a bit of a troublesome situation, but I think that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.